live, nigga. Oh, 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 oh. Turn live, nigga. Oh, oh, shit. Boy, I thought my phone was fucked up. Boy, I'm about to. Boop, boop, boop. Turn live, nigga. MW live, nigga. John live, nigga. Oh, I did this myself, man. I don't know, but hey, Marvin, you know how bullshit, gang. I would never play like that. I would never do that. So you, nah, you know I ain't gonna play that, gang. John, John David Britt, yo. Mm, 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 mm. John, 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 John. Mm, 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 mm. John, 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 John. Yeah, I gotta call that bitch. Yeah, remix that bitch. Mm, 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 mm. What notification that is, folks? What type of notification that is, folks? There you go. Huh? Sure. Oh, it's super, bro. You know, bro. God damn. Hey, bro. Real member parties, you cannot get in. Hey, man, they for the real members only. Real members only, man. You know, real members only, like, I need to start posting this bitch. Real members only type shit. You know, a lot of these for the real members only. You know what I'm talking about? Like all the real members only. Like the real members. The real members, the real members. And I ain't talking about no gang for the ones who over here talking about members. It don't gotta be a gang when I say members. Activated. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? I appreciate that, Famo. You said I look like anger action. You know it? Do you know what that means, bro? You just said dumb shit. How can I look like an action? Bro, like, what? Man, yeah, get him out of there, though, man. What the hell? Nigga say I look like an angry action, huh? What you want me to look like? Like, how that supposed to be? Alright, bro, you sound slow as hell. Hey, bro, I had to laugh because that shit sounds so stupid. Like, how I look like an action? What? Like, man, like, real talk, man. It's like, bro, it don't matter what live. I restart this bitch. I don't even say DNW. I say my real name. I say John. Them haters still coming this bitch. It's like they have no, they know. Oh shit, that's still DNW. I'm really trying to confuse the world, cause everybody, everybody rock with DNW. They don't know about John, so it just be like trying to do some shit different, you know. Cause John really laid back, you know. And what I mean by that for the ones in the back, what you see on social media, you're gonna see Dion and WYBK or Dion and W Vids. You ain't gonna see John on none of these social medias. So that's what I mean by people fuck with Dion and W. For the slow ones who's talking about thinking I'm sleep this because I can't sleep this my goddamn self. You know, I can't talk shit about myself. I used to roast myself, man. That nigga a big ass nigga, red swollen, bow legged, walk every day, show the world how good Jesus is. That what he be on type shit, changing his ways, loving himself more, motivating himself every day, you know, doing more shit than what he was doing in the dark, basically. Cause that nigga was in the dark, right? He was giving it up. He about to kill himself, put the gun to his head while making songs and shit. I ain't gonna lie, people loved it that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, they loved it that man when he would talk about killing himself. Nobody ain't say no input. Nobody ain't say, bro, you chilling. You need to chill out. Shit gonna get better. They ain't say none of that. They just supported that shit, right? And then John, somehow, John start having dreams and his parents was in it, right? And they was telling him about reading the Bible. Start doing shit. I need to start reading the Bible. So John woke up looking for the Bible, found the Bible, start reading it, start praying more and more, because he was losing focus on praying, because he was praying every day to wake and not want to wake up. You know what I'm saying? So he was just mad that Jesus kept waking him up because he didn't want to wake up. He just wanted to die because he felt like everybody in his storyline was gone. When he lost his mama, he was like, "Fuck that. What's the point of him living?" That's what type time he was on in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what happened, right? And then when he was in the dark, he started reading the Bible, started making music. But he also was thinking about just killing himself, like having suicide thoughts. And he had a vision, right? How he gonna kill himself, how he gonna take himself out. No cap. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was on. He ain't thought about living this long or make it this far in life. He was like, you know what? Fuck this. You know, that's what he was on. He was like, fuck this. Right? So he started reading the Bible and he started, motivating himself, He started changing why in the dark. Part of him wanted to give up, part of him wanted to live, you know. And then he made a promise to the Lord about, when he moved back to his hometown, if he got a big yard, he gonna walk every day, he gonna put his all in it. And he told Jesus, you know, he gonna show the good and the bad and show how good he is through the good and the bad, through the ups and downs. So when he moved, he was still in the dark. He was still thinking about killing himself. Then he was just walking in an empty front room back and forth, just motivating himself, right? And then one day when he was ready, it was like a month or two and a half, you know, Jesus told him to go outside. It's time to just turn that promise into reality. Ever since then, that's what he been doing, turning the promise in reality. And now he just was doing it for angels. in Jesus, that then he started doing it for himself as well. And then this where he started finding his peace at by walking and talking to Jesus every day. And that's when he started gaining his happiness and his self love. True story. No cap. That ain't my turn. Now look at him. He at this point now. He just be like, he still have his moments. But then it's be like, yo, he good though. He having more happy days than sad days. You know, he still be using music as therapy a little bit. But so he on the verge of saying F the music. But the music that's really part of him though, so he can't say F the music, you know. So now he just, staying consistent. Then after this, he's streaming on Twitch too. So he just got everything at once. You know, he just really turned the promise in reality and still trying to make it more bigger, you know, because people don't realize, they might just see the image of me and say, oh yeah, he's just a big person. He don't care about his life. But in reality, they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So the quick thing they'll say be like, oh you fat, oh you this, you that. They say that, right? But they don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes. They just come on and they just peep thinking they know everything, right? They bring up food a lot like that supposed to hurt my feelings or something, right? And then when I speak real, they be like, oh yeah, it's time for me to leave because he's being too real. When he start talking about real life and real situations, they say, no, I don't want to hear that. But if he come on this bitch and be like, you know what? I'm smoking this person, that person. It'd be like a whole bunch of motherfuckers here. But when he start speaking real, they'd be like, bro, I don't want to be on here. Like, he too realistic. I can't fuck with that. I need to stop that. I need to stop. Man, I'm just being real though. When he be so real, they'd be like, bro, I gotta leave this. I gotta leave this lie. He being too realistic. You know, when I start hitting shit on the nail, they be like, oh shit, he tripping. That nigga right there tripping. His big ass nigga. Whole time, I'm just telling the runners. If I was on this bitch, be like, bro, I'm smoking all these dead motherfuckers. Did that. It'd be a hundred motherfuckers be in this bitch. They'd be like, oh yeah, that boy, he a stepper. He a real one. But me talk about Jesus, they ain't gonna like that shit. They be like, bro, he tripping. We ain't trying to hear that bullshit. Yeah, we want to know about killing. We want to know about, you know. Listen, I'm gonna be a real one to everybody when I be like, bro, I'm smoking this person, yeah, nigga. I just popped this dude. I killed this person over here on such and such street. Oh, bro, you a real one, nigga. You a real one. That what being real now. You know, criminate yourself on live and saying you smoking this person. Say you killed somebody. You a real one to the real, right? And then when they get viral, the police get the evidence and realize shit that really happened. You done told all the details of the shooting, how you killed them and everything to the real who's sharing the video, they gonna be like, bro, that's a real one. Oh, they laughing. And then next thing you know, you locked up for life, right? You doing murder. You on the murder charge. Cause you know why? You done told how you killed them and everything, knowing the police was looking for the suspect. You just put yourself all to the rail bragging about the murder. That's when they love you. And then when you get locked up, they're gonna the same ones who said you was real ones say you a dumbass, and you get the laugh for the Year award because you went on the internet criminating yourself, telling on yourself for views and likes, and now your ass in that bitch fighting for your life, and that's how it goes. That's how the shit goes. But when you a real one, you doing this shit for the right reasons, trying to help others, they gonna be like, ah, bro, we ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. Fuck you. You did. They gonna try to bring you down when you be telling them the real. They want you to say Jesus ain't real. They want you to come on this bitch say, bro, Jesus ain't did shit for me. That's what they want you to come on this bitch and say. They don't want to say, "Oh, Jesus, the reason why you wake up every day." You feel like you going through all this, oh, for no reason. Some of them don't even got the heart to come on this bitch and speak their testimony. They ain't gonna speak on about what they really was going through. They ain't gonna show their struggles. You know, they ain't gonna show, oh, what all the evidence of what you speaking on. You know, they probably never seen death or motherfucking died and just happenly open their eyes. They gonna be like, oh yeah, this nigga tripping. No cap. They gonna say, damn, this nigga tripping. They gonna be like, God damn, that real shit. You know how I still ask myself or ask Jesus, like, why you still save me? Because how young and died in his sleep so many times, died through surgery, you know, and doctors couldn't save me. No doctor in the surgery could have saved me. They tried everything and I couldn't wake up. They was literally about to call it out. So they were just hoping I woke up. They was going off. My mom was praying that the doctors, after the surgery, was just hoping off, like, damn, you might wake up. You know, I was dead. They was announced dead. You know, somehow I woke up and just started flipping out, like, cause I didn't know I was dead. I just was seeing like, damn, you know, that my heart really stopped. you know, that people don't know about that. Like going to sleep and your heart stop and you don't know your heart stopped, that you wake up, your mom on the phone with 911 because you was dead. And then somehow you just woke up. No, somehow you ain't supposed to pass 18, but somehow you kind of did in ways. Some ways, the ones who say you wouldn't be shit end up in the cell in the grave, and you believed it, and the Lord just showed them different. It showed you different. You start making it seem like how you went from saying you got a purpose, then you start letting negativity fuck your head up. Now you start talking like them. Oh, I ain't gonna never be shit in life. I'm not worth it. Damn, my life is not important. What important I'm trying to live for. This shit. And then you go through so much shit at a time and you try to do all this shit, try to ease your pain, and then you realize you just gotta face the pain. Then you facing everything, you start joining every journey instead of trying to rush your journey. And then you get mistreated by the ones who so called say they love you. Then you get betrayed and then you just be like, what the fuck? And then it's like soon as most of everybody your storyline, that's when you want to use your gift, you know, and then everybody else around you who had a gift, they threw that shit away, end up getting killed or end up getting locked up for the rest of their life. And then you just out here, you just like, what the fuck? And then you just doing shit that none of your homies couldn't do. And then it's like you miss the ones who believe in you. It's just like they keeping you alive. Cause when you want to kill yourself, you think about your little bro who killed themselves, or you think about your homie who killed themselves. So you just be like, nah, I can't go out like that. I can't do that. Then it's just like you hard to let people in because a couple of people in your circle got set up by the ones they called so called had love for. And then you just like now you don't know who the fuck to be around. Cause shit, people say they love you and fuck around and try to kill you. But this is the shit that goes on. And then you get to a point in life you should say fuck depression, fuck suicide, fuck that. I'm going to live in some way, the months you was in that goddamn dark and you was like, bro, you won't never see the light again. You call out for help, but everybody leaving you on red. Everybody saying they don't give a fuck. Same person say they love you, talking about go ahead and kill yourself. They don't give a damn. And then you just be like, you know, you could have killed yourself that night when you got declined. but somehow you still fight it. You were like, fuck that. You still kept going in some way. When shit was just going left, when nobody ain't make sure you was good, you somehow you was still fighting through it. You was still making it seem like everything all right, knowing you getting mistreated, knowing like damn you ain't even where you wanna be. It's like everybody looking down on you, shitting on you, man. Every time a person needed you, you was there for them. You was making sure everything was good in their circle. You just lost their mama, but somebody mama in the hospital. You trying to make sure they good. Let them know, hey, yeah, their mama gonna pull through, knowing you just lost your mama, and then you get fucked up even more because as soon as things go back right with that person, they talk down on you like you ain't just helped them, and then you should be like, damn. Then when you try to get happy, it's like some way, somehow you end up sad again, in the dark, still crying. You just out there, and then you just got a knife. Now you got a gun. Now you just pointing in your head. Then you try to make some, try to cope with it. Then you just be like, fuck that. And then some way you still outlived it. You still ain't give up. Then you just at night you just stare at the fucking ceiling, just just thinking, talking to the Lord every night. You just be like, you telling yourself you gonna get through it, but you don't even got faith in it. You just saying it. That whole time you don't even know. You just convincing yourself things gonna get better, and you thinking things ain't gonna get better, but you telling yourself you gonna get better. And then a year later, a couple months, now it's like you don't turn everything you was in the dark to a whole fucking blessing. And then it's like, wow. And then you can't even say you did it because it was up to you. You would have killed yourself. So on the way, who did it was Jesus. You know what? And nobody don't want to hear that story because it's gonna be like that shit gonna be looking lame. Nowadays, that shit lame when you say that. You know, they want to hear. Yeah, bro, I was on the block, bro, pull up the pole, left some brains on the floor, you know, then got away. They wanna hear about you doing some nut shit, you know what I'm talking about? They want you to see do you crash out shit. They want you to go live on a block, posted up smoking weed, sipping lean, right? You off of it. They wanna see a Draco, they wanna see something when you're in, right? On live. And then they want a car to pull up, creeping, and you lurking. Then you up to Drake, find out that was an innocent person, and then you just knowing somebody might got hit. You don't even know because you out drugs. Then they want you on live. Everybody in the comments, they like all you see is laughing emojis. Damn, bro, you tripping? Man, it ain't no tripping. They laughing at it. They swear to God that's entertainment, but they don't even know that's your real life. You live. They just laughing at what the fuck you going through. Then imagine this: you on live, you were just chilling. Next thing you know, you hear pop, 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 pop. Your phone drop. People just laughing at the shit. But in real life, that's your life. Imagine you going live and you try to talk shit. Oh yeah, y'all niggas ain't gonna pull up with that. And next thing you know, niggas knock at your motherfucking door and all you hear gunshots go off. Everybody, what they doing in the comments, laughing. Oh shit, she got real laughing emojis. Oh, Jada goofy. That's what they gonna say to your live. Cause you just went on the internet. This what they do. Or they see you and your homie. They thinking y'all beefing. So what they gonna do? They gonna try to mix up the words up, send it to your homie, right? Make it seem like you sneak this in him. Boom. Then he go on live, bro. He a bitch ass nigga. All this. So they don't boost his head up to talk shit about you. Now he don't brought up some. He don't say some shit that only y'all talk about, right? But the same people who don't went and misdrew the lie you said, make it seem like you was sneak this in your homie. What they did, they sent it to him. And then the live that your homie going, and he just going off what he thinking he heard, don't even know they being messy, right? He instead of him calling your phone and saying, "Hey, bro, what this shit is," they ain't gonna do that. He gonna go live, boom. Then the person who sent it to him gonna tag you under the live, so you can join the live. Now y'all going back and forth. Oh, bitch ass nigga, now you saying woo woo. Then you gonna be like, oh, that's why I fuck your bitch, she'll eat her and all this. Nah, you done said some shit you ain't had no business. Now it went from that to, nigga, I'ma kill you, you know where I live and all this. And next thing you know, the same people who done sent it to be messy, they in the comments laughing, giggling. And the whole time, they just started the whole fucking beef, you and your homie. No lie, this shit happen all the time. No cap. Hey, Churchy, how you doing? How you doing tonight, man? That real. I just explained you. That's how that shit gonna go. I'm telling you. The same people who start the drama, they the same ones gonna be right there. I'm telling you, I can't make it up. And this how beef be started. One person should get a clip, then they go send it to they don't send it to the one who gonna call. They send it to the ones who gonna go off, 'cause they know he love off. They gonna send it to that homie, the one who don't think. He just go off, move off emotions. They gonna send it to the one they feel like they can manipulate. So the one they can manipulate, they for to send him the clip. Cause they know he finna go live. He don't think. So he finna just go off emotions. Instead of just calling your phone, making sure things was Gucci, he ain't gonna do that. He gonna go live. You know what I'm saying? JC, that's a blessing. Yeah, I'm staying positive. I can't never go backwards. You know, can't never go backwards. I have my days though, but it don't be mess up days. It just be days. I ain't gonna lie, it just be days I want to talk to the ones. I want to talk to my mom, my pops, and my bros, but I can't. So them the only time I have them days. The moment be like, damn, I want to be with them, but I know shit. I have a purpose. You know, I had to learn that. It took me a while to understand. Okay, I'm here for a reason. You know, cause for my mama passed, I begged God to take me. And a lot of people ain't gonna tell people this. Since I'm just letting God use me, I'm letting people understand the story. Like, reason what made me be mad at first for him waking me up because I cried and begged him to take me and not my mom. I feel like my mom could have lived more than me because I ain't care about my life no more. Once my mom was in the hospital, and what I'm doing now, I'm just supposed to be me and my mom thing. Because when she was in the hospital, for the ones who don't know, she was telling me how she want to walk. We gonna walk. Go do things. So my vision was I was about to get like a camera. You know Share memories, but vlog. Cause she was talking about going places. Cause she was giving up. My mom was giving up on life. She ain't feel love from family. She ain't feel love you know, and my pops was gone. So she, besides me, she felt alone. My brother was living his life, so he was doing him. So it just was me and my mama at the time in the crib. So it was like she didn't feel no love from people, you know. And the pastor who was, there, she never came and visit my mom like that. So it was just like my mama just felt alone. You know what I'm saying? So she was giving up on life. So when she went in the hospital, even the doctor told her, "You seem like you giving up." And she told the doctor, she was, but she want to live now. So when I talked to her, she was happy. She was smiling, talking about, when she get out, we gonna walk. We gonna start going back, going places with each other, and doing things, like we normally used to do. And then it's like when I call her later, she didn't answer. And then I got a call from my uncle. It was like, they saying your mama, heart stopped. And at the time, I was like, bro, I just talked to my mama. She said, but when she said she want to live now, that can go both ways. She might know she was about to leave, by that way of living, being happy, you know. So, she wrote a letter, but I ain't see the letter. To this day, I still don't know what she said in the letter, you know. So, when that happened, I went to God off real, and I just begged him. And I begged him. It wasn't like no prayer. It was just like begging him to take me. I can't, just take me, let me die for her. Cause I just let him know, like I was the one giving up on life. I'm the one that didn't want to live, and I'm tired of losing everybody around me. Just take me. But Jesus ain't do that, man. So I got in my feelings. Cause at the time, when I seen her, my brother FaceTime me, cause I was still at home. I seen the machine. My mom wasn't the same. She lost so much weight, so the thing they try to bring her back with broke her ribs. That's how skinny she got. My mama was like 80 pounds. They said like 85 pounds, and when they try to bring her back, that it broke her rib. You know, so man, when that happened, I was like in a dark stage of my life. Like damn. So when everybody was there, I was kind of like, I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna be good. Cause I ain't want to believe my mom was gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the phone. Then mind you, the same person, before that happened, I had a week. I had a week to tell my mama everything. Everything I told my father, he didn't tell my mama. So I had to got a chance to tell my mama. And then I told my mom about more things that I supposed to been told her. And I got a chance to, you know. I knew something was going on because same way, Jesus gave me a whole week. He gave me signs through dreams about my father. I had like dream every day. It was a new dream. Just me and my father in it. And I'm in my ass, yeah, I'm like, damn, you trying to say I'm gonna lose my father while I keep, cause this the time he in the hospital. And then when I had, then my father, me and him had his last dream I had with him. He was in the hospital bed, smiling and say everything gonna be all right. Basically letting me know he okay, everything all right. He in a better place. You know, that with my mama, I ain't get that. Like them dreams, but my mama told me before she went to the hospital that when she goes, she ain't gonna see my father or my pops. Like not like see my grandmama or my pops. They gonna be in a different mansion. Like they gonna be in a different space. Like they ain't gonna be looking like how they was on Earth. Like better, they in a better place. And I remember asking her, like, you trying to tell me something? And she didn't say nothing like that. You know. So, you know, before she went in the hospital, I wanted to give her some like a machine, a slot machine. So just keep her mind busy. And she was like, "No, I'm good." And my mama last words was, "I need to start doing for me. Start doing what makes me happy." And that still be back of my head, cause I still ain't doing what make me happy yet. I still ain't get there yet in my life where like I'm doing things that make me happy. Only thing which really make me happy is me talking to God every day, me screaming. No lie, that's what made me happy. Sometimes music used to make me happy. Now music, it's like I be losing passion for music. Like music been up and down. But so when I beg God to take me, and when I couldn't go to sleep that night. I went to sleep late. So the next day, that's when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when it happened. And after I got the FaceTime, I got a text and it was like, "I'm sorry, bro. You know, mom gone. You know." And I couldn't stop crying. You know, it was like I broke down. I broke down. I was kind of really mad because I feel like, damn, God should have took me and not my mom. He should. He should have. He supposed to took me and not her, cause I begged him. And at the time, I didn't understand like why you took her, and I begged you to take me and not her. So that's what I really like realized. You know, things. You know. So when everybody had left, that's when everything hit me. You know, things hit me when shit was quiet in the room, man. When everybody left my house, man, and the house was empty, that's when shit hit me that clear, like my mama gone, my body shut down. I shut down completely. Like I couldn't, my heart was stopping, everything. I couldn't reach for the phone. I couldn't move at all. It's like my whole body stopped. It's like I don't know. I was having a heart attack. I don't know. I couldn't move. I couldn't touch my phone. I couldn't reach it. It's just like I was gone. The only reason how my pop's spirit he just came in the room and calling me, and he was just like, "This your father." And he talked to me. I could hear him, but I wasn't responding. Till I got back right. And when I was talking to him, and when he seen like, okay, I'm back out, that's when he left. When he seen like, okay, he back out, he back to himself. Cause my body was numb, I couldn't move. I just got saved. My pops, it was his spirit, his angel, he just talked to me. So I get back unconscious, like till I be back to my senses. Cause I was giving up. I was really out of it. Man. That's how I got saved the first time. That's how I got saved the first time. The second time was, man, I was, I begged God to take me. I was mad. You know, I was just mad. I was just mad, man, mad at everything that's going on with my life. I was mad. You know what I'm saying? I was I want to die in my sleep so bad to the point I force myself to sleep so I won't wake up. Cause that's how bad I ain't want to feel it or believe she was gone. I ain't want to face reality. So I try to sleep away my pain. And hoping I go to sleep and don't wake up. That's how I was dealing with it at first. You know, try to sleep away my death. You know, because when I was asleep, I couldn't feel nothing. But every time I woke up, I feel the pain that I ain't want to feel no more. So it's just like, man. So I really try to force me to sleep all night, all day, hoping that I don't wake up. But every time I woke up, I got mad, more mad. So I had to force myself to sleep again, you know, close my eyes so I won't feel, the loneliness, real shit. A lot of people ain't gonna tell you the wrong that's how just so I won't feel that loneliness, man. Cause man, that pain right there, you gonna always feel. Like to this day, I still remember it. Still remember that, man. That shit really fuck you up. Shit really do. Shit really fuck you up mentally. You know, when you lose that the closest, you know, that shit fuck you up. Shit fuck you up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit really do. You know, but you know, man, you know, life still. You still gotta try to live your life, man. But it was like, man, that pain. You know, just being alone, and you know, you wake up and you don't hear your mama on the phone. You don't hear your mama coming in your room. No nothing. You don't hear that no more. It's like that shit fuck with you. You know that shit. That shit, bro. You start thinking about the memories. That's when life really be hitting you. You know, that shit like man, that shit hit you. That shit hit you to the point, man. You start saying fuck your life. Cause that's where I was in. I was like, I don't want to live no more. You know, that's when I got mad. You know, I was mad at Jesus for waking me up. So I used to tell him, right? I used to tell Jesus, like, why you keep waking me up? You see, I gave up on life. You know, but somehow, you know, I kept begging for it. You know, I was ready to die. You know, and one night I finally got it. What I've been asking for, it finally happened. You know, I kept holding so much things in, and I'm mad that I couldn't die for my mama. So everything, one night, went to sleep, everything shut down. Couldn't breathe, nothing. Couldn't move. My heart stopped. And the only reason why I know that because my mama came in. It's like she came in my room, spirit, like her body. But she showed her body. Mind you, I'm unconscious. I can't move. And she told me, shit, why you giving up? You seem like you giving up. We raised you better than that. You ain't gonna die. You ain't giving up. You gonna live. After she said I'm gonna live, she slapped me. And that slap woke me up. And she left the room. That really that, that night really saved my life. Cause that's when I was like, man, I gotta live, you know. Cause I was giving up on life. I was giving up. I kept wanting to die. I ain't want to live. You know, my mama seen that. Some way she saved my life. You know, cause nobody, listen, I was by myself. Nobody wasn't there. The pastor told me never come to my house to check. So it was like, I got saved by angels. I got saved by Jesus angels. A lot of people won't think that shit real, but it is. I got that's how I got saved a lot. In Georgia, when my heart was stopping me when I'm about I got saved by angels. No human being saved me in Georgia. I got saved by God and angels when I was giving up on my life and when I was really about to die, I got saved. My mama slap saved my life because I was dying and nobody won't even know. To being real. And that's where I get want to live from. Because that's the last thing my mama told me before she slapped me. That I was going to live. So that's the real reason why I I tell myself I'm going to live every day. Because that night when I was going to die, I got saved, and that's the last thing she told me. And the last time she had to save me when the devil attacked me the third time. And when he dragged my legs through this tunnel. And I just kept screaming out, God, God, and it made him more mad. And when my mama came in to save me, because I was about to die, I was dying in my sleep when he attacked me the third time. And the only reason why I was dying, because when my mama grabbed me, I told her I was going to meet her. And she had to slap me in my face because I was saying it so loud, I'm going to meet you, I'm going to meet you. I'm coming, mom, I'm coming. That's all I kept saying. I'm talking out my sleep, and I'm just saying that. And she had to slap me because I was really about to come to her. If she would have never slapped me, I would have died that night. Because reason why he came, because I was making these videos, what I'm doing now. You know, the devil came and attacked me about videos I was doing, because he don't see, I was showing the world how good Jesus is. And that's what the first time he attacked me, that's what he was showing me. Like videos of me walking, showing me why he, you know, and I was just screaming out, God, God, and made him more mad. Made him more mad, man. But that's how it goes, though. Hold on real quick. I gotta get the other headphones, man. Gotta get the other headphones. Cause these bitches about to die. Don't do it. Please don't say bitch is charged. Yeah, that's how it happened though. You know, me reading, me doing these videos. You know, it's crazy. Cause the first time, the first night he did it, it was like I seen the horn, seen his face. You know, and all he kept doing, he grabbed me. You know, and he grabbed my legs. He never attacked me from nothing else but my legs. The first time it was like, huh? No. Cause the first time it was a warning, like you keep doing it, I'm gonna try to take you out of here, you know. So he grabbed me by my legs, man. He was so. How can I say this? You know, that man was so powerful, man. I couldn't even move, you know. And I'm big, you know. My legs swollen, so for him to just lift me from my legs without no, it was like I couldn't do nothing, you know. Even in the dream, I just kept saying God, and I was saying it louder. It was so deep to the point I was saying it out my sleep, and you know, he just kept dragging me through the tunnel, and then it started showing me. It's like showing me clips of me walking and talking about Jesus, and it basically was like a warning, like you keep doing this, I'm gonna get you out of here, you know. But people don't know that I was still making a video, you know, when I woke up, because when I got attacked, you know, some way I woke up, that it was like a warning, because he showed me the video. He showed me why he attacking me, and when I kept saying God, Jesus, and he kept being more mad, and then it was like that was a warning, and I got up and I still went out there to walk, and I ain't say nothing. I still walked. Then that night, he tacked me in, and this time was like more stronger. He grabbed me from my legs, and this time he put me deeper in the like deep in the tunnel, like deep in the cave, and he just kept pulling me under. And this time it was more stronger, and then it was like I was saying the same thing. I was just screaming out God, and I was saying this out my sleep, and then it just was like, and then I started thinking like this something about my legs is powerful, something with my legs. I felt like it was a curse that these legs are blessing at the same time. Cause why the hell the devil keep attacking me from my legs? You know, so when I ain't saying that I still making videos because I'm like, man, in my head I'm like, bro, you don't have to do what you gonna have to do because I'm gonna still keep this promise and turn it to reality. And so don't get me wrong, went to sleep that night because that was on my mind so heavy, man. I'm like, bro, this nigga trying to take me out. And that's when choices. You know, that's what's like people don't understand. You know, it was like choice. I made a choice. Like after the video, the second time when he attacked me, I made a choice. I told Jesus, I said, man, if it take me to die, it is what it is. At least I know you know what I was doing it for. I told God that through the prayer. I said the devil attacked me twice. It's something about my legs that it's a blessing, and in some way the angels and you using my legs as power, cause he keep attacking me from my legs. And I told him, I said he trying to take me out. I told Jesus that. I told him that in a prayer. Like the second time he attacked me, I told him, I said he trying to kill me. If I have to die, cause what I'm doing, then I'm gonna die for it. And that's how bad I knew like I really changed and really wanted to live and really doing what I promised the Lord. Cause I told him, I said, if the devil finna take me out, I'm gonna die about what I'm doing. And that's why I told Jesus through the prayer. And that night, after I did another video, cause this why he didn't want me to do it, cause it was like more people was into it and making people be thankful for they life. So that night, that's when it happened. He came full force. Listen, man, that man was so strong. He came with all his force. I couldn't get out there. I was really about to die. Not was I was dying. Like, bro, the devil came back with full strength. I remember this like yesterday. He came back and grabbed my legs and took me straight down. And I'm just calling God. And it made him more madder. And I couldn't stop. I was so weak. I was weak. And I was prepared to die. I was prepared to leave this world for what I'm doing. 'Cause nobody couldn't get me out. You know, nobody wasn't here to wake me up. It was just me. So I'm screaming out, God, like so loud in this house that I'm still getting attacked. And my mama, some way her spirit, grabbed me. She came to the devil trying to grab me in the grave, in the tunnel. Just keep. It's like it's so dark. This ain't no ending. It's like you just kept going darker and darker. You get more darker, and you get more madder because I'm saying God. And that third time, that's when I was done. But my mama came and snatched me out. Some way she snatched me from him. And reason why I feel to die because I said fuck that. I want to meet my mom. And I told her, I'm coming, mama, I'm coming to meet you. I'm coming, I'm going with you. And I'm telling her this. And it was so deep that she had to slap me to wake me up because she didn't. I was going to meet my mom. I was dying already. You know, I was already, my heart was already stopping. And, you know, that's the reason how I got saved here because she had to slap me again. Because I ain't, imagine, just know the devil already tapped me 3 times. I already told Jesus shit, I'm gonna die for it. If this me, because I told him if I wake up, I ain't gonna stop doing what I promised him. So either the devil gonna keep attacking me because what I'm doing, you know, and I'm already was weak. In reality, I was weak at the time, and my legs were weak. I ain't had that much strength. You know, only time I had strength when I go walk. But when I'm not walking, I'm weak, can't barely move. So, you know, in my dream, in my sleep, when he attacked me again, shit, I was super weak. I couldn't do nothing, you know. It's like he had the best of me because he had so much power and he kept grabbing my legs. And it was like my legs was like more hurting when he was doing it. And then it's just like when my mom came to save me, grabbed me out of the tunnel, you know, that's when I was about to go ahead and transition because it was like I ain't want to live, you know. I ain't forget the promise. I just told Lord if the devil attacked me again, if he want to cry at me, he trying to take me out. I was already told Jesus I'ma die for it. So it was like there was no way out of it because I already told him. You know, for the third attack happened, I told him, you know, it seemed like the devil want me to start making videos. But as long as you keep waking me up, I'm not gonna stop making videos. You know, so when I got saved there, that's when, you know, my mom slapped me. I woke up. That's when I started making, you know, going more harder with videos, you know, speaking on the story. But I never spoke on about the devil attacked me because, a lot of people try to report that or try to think that's a lie because you see what you see, and it's just like, shit, that's when I knew I was really commit where I told Jesus. You know, other people would have been scared and be like, no, I can't do it. But me, I just kept making videos. And that what made him memorable matter because people was into it. And a lot of people a lot of people told me how much I saved them. And the devil ain't like that. The enemy didn't like that. I was doing that and I was causing too much attention, you know. And this before I even had that many subscribers. Just to me, I was just uploading on TikTok and doing shit and getting people in tune, you know. So it was just like, I look at it as, I feel like it was a message behind, if the devil can't stop me, who can stop me but me or Jesus? You know, if if the enemy himself couldn't stop me and Mo took me out behind this, what's feel like if I can stop now? Cause I really about to die for what I'm doing. You know, something to die for. I told Jesus that. I said, man, you saved me so many times. This the way I'ma die. At least I know I died for the right cause. You know, just being real, man. You know, that's why I tell people if you do something, know what would come with it. Know what would come with it. What you do, whatever you do with your life, know what come with it, good and bad. And me, I accept what came with it. You know, the negative and the good. You know, even in what caused me my life. That's what I agree with the Lord with that I will do. You know, and fast forward all these months, I'm still staying consistent through the good and the bad. You know, even when if I having a rough day, I still do it. Still do it with gratitude because it's a blessing. You know, I don't supposed to be even walking on my legs like long like I'm doing. You know, because it can cause more damage too. So me just walking by faith every day, knowing my legs swollen, knowing I got pains in them, knowing, all this going on, it's a blessing, you know. This shows, as long as you believe, as long as you have faith, keep your faith in the Lord, man, things gonna fall in order. And you gotta really want it. That's when I knew after that, that's when I knew I really want to change. Not just saying I want to change just to be saying it. I want the change for me. That's when I know, like, man, I'm a, I, they don't want me. That's what I realized. I'm a threat to a lot of people, really chosen. Cause people would if they would attack them 3 times, and they would have stopped doing what they was doing. Me, I kept doing it and about to die for it. That's why I tell people, if that would have happened, it wouldn't be Dion MW no more. If I would have took my life years ago in GA, it wouldn't be Dion MW. You wouldn't see me doing walking videos. You wouldn't see me doing none of this. It was up to me. You wouldn't see none of this. You know, Dion MW would have been dead, been another victim to society and depression, but I overcame it to turn a promise into a reality. And I tell people all the time, man, you just take it day by day. No matter you disabled, no matter if something wrong with you, don't matter, bro. You can turn your dreams reality. Don't let how, don't let a label stop you from being great. You know, that I hope everyone have a wonderful night, man. A blessed night. Never give up on yourself. Always be proud of yourself. Believe in yourself. Never let nobody else bring you down. Stop bringing yourself down. Bring yourself up. Lift yourself up. Don't be don't talk negative on yourself. Cause me, that's why I regret letting the people bring negative energy towards me and let it roll off me and bring myself down. That's why I fucked up at bringing myself down instead of telling myself I'm gonna be great. But look at everything. Just know you can do the same. Be blessed. And just know, keep going, keep staying consistent. Everyone have a wonderful night, a blessed night. Keep going, never give up.